Okay, so hello there, guys. This is Aishi, and this is going to be one of those very freaking powerful messages that I'm recording at night, and I have my headphones on. The reason for this is I'm listening to a meditation music, and I didn't happen to click on this video, okay? This meditation music video that I'm listening to now just happened to appear on my feed because I was listening to some of the other videos, talking videos in YouTube. And in between that, one video ended and this just started automatically. And I go back and I search what's the title of the video, and I see that connecting with your higher self. And I got chills, okay? I got chills all over my body immediately in my head. Okay, I'm stumbling over my words. That is one more confirmation. I was just hearing that your higher self wants to communicate with you. Listen to it. Your higher self is literally speaking to you right now. And one more confirmation that this message that I'm talking about is for you guys would be if you have been getting very vivid dreams, very powerful ones, okay, that you clearly remember even after you wake up. What happens is when we are in a dreamlike state, our mind is unconscious, right? We are basically entering our unconscious life. So when we go there, any issues, any conflicts that are unresolved, or anything that's inside us gets unlocked. We unlock our truth, deeper truths about our shadows. Our shadow is basically our subconscious mind that is running how we view our reality. For example, if your subconscious mind from your childhood has been trained that you have to be this way, a good girl or a good boy, okay, and you're a good student, or maybe you're a good boy if you keep quiet, if you don't make any noise, if you don't talk back when someone is you know raising your voice at you, shouting at you or disrespecting you, okay. So if you are staying quiet there and you maintain your calm and you don't say anything back, then you are the good kid in the whole, you can say, your family, or maybe you're a good student in your class if you help others. So your worth, your value was kind of measured in how much you help others and how much you work for them, which kind of created this belief in your subconscious mind now, back in those childhood programming days, that when you are doing only when you do something or give something to others, that's when you are worthy, that's when you deserve something good. Otherwise you deserve to be treated like shit, like people shouting at you, screaming at you, literally raising their voice at you, and you wouldn't be able to say anything back to them. So this kind of conditioning, what happens is, if that is the environment you have been exposed to, so it sits inside your subconscious mind and you start acting according to that, right? And oh my god, so that is what happens. And if you want to know why my earphones are like, it's kind of damaged, okay, this head thing just got out, and I've been using this because I have no, I don't have a new headphone, and right now I can't afford one. I'm tight on my budget, okay. But the universe is not on a budget. You can ask for more from the universe, I would still say. And yes, I will soon focus on buying a new one, my headphone. So excuse me, I'm very sorry for that. And yeah, but I needed to record this video, and for that video for me to be able to, speak clearly whatever I have noted down inside my head, because my head higher self has been connecting to me through my head, right? And it's like the message is all over the place, okay? Bombarding messages. So many messages I'm getting inside my head one at a time, like, but there are so many, and I feel overwhelmed. So for me to make sure that I say everything and I don't leave out any message, not to be in order or something like that, not to be oriented, but I just want to make sure that I say everything. So even after I finish recording the video, I can see my own message, because I deeply resonate with this one. It's very much connected to me. This is not just a collective reading that I'm doing. This message is also for you. If you have been feeling very connected with your intuition through your dreams, especially because whatever comes up in your dreams, okay, it's very much connected to your intuition, okay? And your intuition, I feel like it has been guiding you all this way, all this along, especially in this moment of uncertainty in your life where external circumstances is, as I told you, it's like in a standstill. You can't see things moving around you rapidly. It's not like it's changing or evolving as much as you are, okay? And sometimes it can come across as frustrating, because I know you have been putting in a lot of efforts, a lot of work, but that does not mean that things are always going to be the same. No, it's not always going to be the same. And trust me, trust me, okay? Trust the process, trust in Lord, okay? Because things are shifting. Behind the scenes, universe has been working things out for you. And this message, this video is finding you that as a massive confirmation that things are working out for you. And today I am here to validate you, to confirm you that yes, you have shifted into a completely brand new highest timeline. And this shift is not just about didn't happen just now. It has happened already in the month of September, but now you are once again, I feel like you are quantum leaping, okay? You are quantum leaping into a more, you can say, higher timeline. You're quantum jumping, literally. You're like skipping. It's feeling like the way you are doing things so fast, you don't even realize. You may be feeling like you are moving very slow, but the small things that you're doing consistently, right, every single day, all the spiritual practices, all the rituals, all the manifestations, all the journaling, all of the, deep healing inner work that you have been putting in behind the scenes, behind the closed doors, with you, with God in front of you. Do you realize the impact of that work? You have already literally quantum jumped, because if you are hearing this video right now, just already know that version of you who is living in that highest timeline, in that highest reality, with where things just move rapidly for you. Like things, for example, it can feel like sometimes maybe you applied for a new job, or you're looking for a new home or apartment to, stay in, and immediately you find your dream apartment, you find your new job. It's like you're leaving a job and you're immediately getting into another job. Like, what usually happens with people is, after leaving a job, they usually don't get into another job, at least after some period of months, at least in between, a gap. but for you it's happening now rapidly, because you have been putting in that time, you have been giving yourself that time to integrate all of the things and shifts that you have went through. Okay, and I'm hearing literally the sound, this meditation music now. This is the second video. Okay, and it's like a whole playlist of meditation music, and the name of this video is Reclaim Your Power, Call Your Energy Back. So I feel like that's the era you are in. That's the era that has been going on right now. You constantly learning how to claim your energy and your power back because of the amount of attention that you can say receiving from the outside. And some of that attention can feel very, you can say, intrusive sometimes, and even unwanted, I am hearing. But just know that focus all of that energy, whatever you're getting on the outside, on the external, and take all that energy back into yourself. Direct it, refocus that energy back into yourself, ground yourself. Okay, because do not let yourself get distracted with this attention that you're receiving at this point in your life. Okay, this is just the beginning of the fraction of attention that you're going to have next. That is what I'm hearing in this message. This is just a fraction of the amount of people you are dealing with. Okay, this is nothing. This is just the beginning. This is just like, they say the trailer before the picture appears, start screening on the movie screen, right? So the whole movie haven't even played out yet. It's just the trailer. The universe is giving you this little, you can say breadcrumbs type of little screening of the trailers, in short, of the amount of audience that you're going to have. Okay, this is just a small part of the, you can say, thousands of hundreds of tenth, 1/10 part. If you do it, that's the amount of, you can say, attention that you're dealing with right now. So do you realize it, how big that is, how big it's going to get? So for you to be able to handle that attention, that's why I'm saying you need to call your power and energy back. And that's why that's the era that you are moving through. You're constantly learning how to shift and alchemize all of that energy and attention from people around you that you're receiving at this point back into yourself. And you're saying all of this, I don't know what you have been doing. Okay, I really have no idea. Because see, this spiritual healing journey of quantum leap, quantum shifts, whatever you can say, it's different from everyone. Okay, it's not going to be the same for everyone. Everyone is doing the work, internal work, in their own ways. So it's kind of, it can be different in the way people work, but ultimately the journey is same. The journey to your divine highest path, it's going to be the same, because we are all light workers. And what are light workers? Light workers are basically people that have in their past lives confirmation burp. Okay, this message is for you because you are a light worker. If you are watching this video, a light worker is someone who is you can say their ancestors, their spiritual team is connected with the team of light on this earth. Like they are this very bright and, you can say, powerful source of energy that they represent within themselves. Okay, so people who have that ancestral connection of light workers, and naturally they themselves are also going to be a light worker. Okay, not all the times, it's not like all the times it's going to happen, but if in your past lives you felt like you are very, okay, I'm just missing out on some of the information, so I'm going to Google a bit and I will say that to you. Okay. Just hold on a minute. Yeah, light workers, as I told you, it's a very bright energy, okay? People who represent that energy, bright energy within themselves, usually connect to the healer archetype in their psyche, okay? This means that people who choose to live in a way that brings understanding, kindness, and healing wherever they go. As I told you, healing. Understanding, compassion, healing, and kindness are their core, you can say, values and virtues that they learn in their life through their experiences, and that experiences becomes their, life lessons. Some of the very, you can say, intense experiences that light workers go through, that puts them in the path of, higher understanding, gaining more higher perspective in any situation that they go through, and developing empathy and kindness hence towards others who also go through that same experience or situation as them, right? That's how we develop our empathy. That's how we develop empathy, because if we ourselves haven't gone through such a dark time, or you can say time where it's been very difficult to deal with, we wouldn't understand how others feel either. We have to first understand ourselves for us to understand others' pain, right? That's how we develop our empathy, hence, for other people. So you don't have to think of, you know, this light worker term in a more physical sense. You can this see all these terms like light workers, spiritual, you can say earth warriors. These are all coming in the spiritual, you can say spiritualism, spiritual realm. And in that sense, in that science, if I explain it, light workers goal is basically to reduce suffering, okay, and to increase clarity for others, as I am doing for you guys, and clarifying the messages that is coming through me right now from the divine. So light workers can only do that, reduce that suffering and increase clarity in the collective consciousness that is for you guys, when they have done the internal work first within themselves. Then they can do the healing and help others, right? How? By embodying the healing that they have gone through within their own lives first. Helping, not in the, I'm not saying physically going and helping people out, that's not what I mean. But when you naturally embody the energy of the lessons that you have gone through, and that embodiment of enlightenment that you have received through your experiences, right? So that becomes your truth. That opens people up around you in your energetic field up to, for them to up level as well, for them to succeed as well, for them to, rise to meet you at your level as well. So that's what I mean. You don't, how do you, heal people? How do you awaken other people? You don't do that by, trying to actively help them, or you can say physically go and be there for them. No, that's not what I mean. Your job in life is not to save others. You don't save people. That's not what you're here to do. And if you have been approaching, if you are a healer, you're a natural empath, you have a lot of empathy for other people, and you naturally feel drawn to help others, be there for others. I get you, but that's very draining. At the end of the day, it's not going to take you anywhere. It's not going to make you feel fulfilled. It's not going to fulfill your life purpose, because your life purpose is not about others, it's about you. And if you are not fulfilling your life purpose, that's when you will feel the disconnect from your higher self, from your internal, you can say, spiritual connection from the divine, that's that kind of disconnection cause, you can say, for you to suffer. So the suffering will continue until and unless you embody the lesson. The lesson here is to you, for you to realize that you need to learn how to save yourself first. Because when you are drowning, you cannot save anyone, or you cannot save someone who is not willing to, be saved by you. You cannot save such a person. Because what happens when you try to save another drowning man? Remember, I said this in one of my earlier videos. Even the strongest warriors needs, you can say, softest, something like that. I said. I don't remember what I said in that. So, anyways, I made one of those videos. Even the strongest warriors need softness in life. Okay, yeah. So, if you yourself are not present, are not connected to yourself, how are you ever going to help or deal with others, or you can say awaken others? You don't awaken people by living their purpose, by actively trying to help them. That's going to drain you, that's going to drown you, it's not going to save you. And that's also going to continue the suffering. That's what I'm saying. That's not going to bring you any clarity. You are not going to upgrade in life. You're just going to keep drowning. Okay? And the next video in my music, you can say, meditation playlist is Angel Frequency. 1111 hertz. So massive confirmation this video, and on the timer I just saw 2212. So another confirmation. Oh my god, what is this? This video is very out of the world kind of stuff. Okay, I am just going to show you a glimpse. You can see this. I hope that was visible, but anyways, so this is insane. Okay, this is insane. I'm getting so many confirmations. I just don't know how to, continue to do this, because every meditation video has a different kind of energy. Okay, it takes you in a completely different world. Not of this world. You go into some other outer dimensions, and you become an extraterrestrial terrestrial being, whatever. So, anyways, not going to go into the extraterrestrial stuff right now. That will be explained later on. Right now I was talking about light workers, right? Yeah. So that light workers goal might mean that learning emotional regulation, as I told you, when you learn to heal yourself. And how do you heal yourself? How do you save yourself? By learning to regulate your own emotions first, by being present within you and what's going on within you first. And that's what's going on within you. How do you get a, image of that? By going into your subconscious mind, by entering your subconscious. So you learn to emotionally regulate yourself, speaking kindly of others and of yourself, volunteering and studying healing arts, or simply being someone who listens deeply. Self healing comes first here, as I told you. And light workers aren't very, you can say, grand or dramatic. It's in the tone of their voice, in the way they represent themselves, the the patience. Okay, I'm literally tripping over my words right now. I'm sorry for that, just excuse me. Okay, the patience you show, the honesty of your words, the depth within you, and the creativity you share with this world. Grounding for light workers, grounding their energy is very important because these people again can be very emotionally sensitive, as I am too, and I consider myself as one of the light workers too, because I wouldn't have been able to give or deliver you these messages if I myself didn't know how to, articulate the codes, the activations of the messages that I'm receiving from the divine right now and from my higher self as well. So just bear with me, listen to me, you will get it. So, one thing is, another best thing you can do to ground your energy, not just through meditation, but go to the nature, go hug a tree or touch a tree for some time, for like 5 to 10 minutes. Just go and hug a tree, because trees are naturally, they are alchemists. They will convert every negativity that you have inside you, inside your heart, mind, soul, and body, whatever you call it, okay, inside you. Any negativity, any stress, anger, pain, fear, any kind of low vibrational emotions and energy that you have been feeling and dealing with, just go tell your worries inside your mind to that tree. It will take and suck all of that negativity out from you and convert it into positivity. It will alchemize it. Means that convert it into high vibrational energy and emotions of love, light, positivity, authenticity, and truth, and clarity, and wisdom, and blessings, and healing, and give that high vibrational energy back to you. So you can do one thing, one short prayer that I say is, Divine Source of Mother Earth, today I am releasing all of my negativity, all of my low vibrational energies that I have experienced in the past and present, and any energies of other people that has been sent towards my way in life, whether it be negative, positive, or neutral, I don't care. Any energy of other people that has been latching onto me, that has been sent towards me, all of those energies of others and my own negative energy as well are now being transmuted and alchemized into my biggest divine highest love, light, healing, blessings, wisdom, clarity, truth, power, strength, courage, resilience, and also into my biggest divine highest blessings, abundance, prosperity, and massive generational wealth, and happiness and freedom and peace in all aspects of my life. In the name of love and light for me. Just do this when you hug the tree. Just say this short prayer or affirmation, okay? Watch what happens. Keep doing it for like consistently every day. Just go in the nature or touch the grass. You can also just touch the grass, sit on the grass, and just put your fingers on the grass, okay? Put your hands on the grass and do this. Say this prayer inside your mind. Watch what happens. Watch how abundant you start feeling from inside. Your energy is literally going to be grounded and so calm and clear no matter what. It's going to be clear from any kind of shady ass behavior from outside people, unwanted attention, any kind of negativity from outside. It won't be able to touch you anymore. That's how you ground your energy. Anyways, keep a steady physical routine. You also need to hydrate yourself a lot. Drink more water, stretching, a bit of light stretching exercises, you can do it daily. For me, I do yoga, okay? It really helps me. Sometimes Pilates as well. I mix both. and do it. For me, it's like 15 minutes or 20 minutes a day, every day, or sometimes 10 minutes, depends on my energy levels. If I am on high energy, I will go 20. If I am on low energy, I will go 10. Medium, 15. So it depends. I just i don't think much. I just know what I need to do and how much my body feels, you know good to move with, how much time my body feels like, yeah, I have the energy to move more or do more. So I will do it anyways. I'm i'm literally learning as well more to not let my brain interfere and go somewhere else, distract myself before I need to complete a task, or I need to do something or learn something, or even just do my exercise that I do daily. I don't let my mind interfere with those kind of stuffs. I won't let it like, should I do this or should I do it later? Should I just do it tomorrow? No, I'm not going to sit there and procrastinate about it anymore. And even more so when I don't feel like I want to do any exercise, I will. That's more the reason I will do it. That's how you become disciplined. Discipline just doesn't come through motivation. It especially comes through you being consistent, no matter what. No matter what you feel. Forget, fuck what you feel. Remember what you deserve. Because when you remember who you are and what you deserve, and that's the best, and that's the highest form of love and authenticity in your life, that can only be done when you're devoted to your own goals, to exercising your own mind, body, heart and soul every day. That can only be done when you are devoted to your own dreams, goals, passions in life, and you're grounded in your own energy every day, and you sleep well, you eat well, you stretch as well. So all of these things matters. It doesn't Your evolution, your growth, your success is not overnight, as I said to you in the previous part of this video, right? It happens through the time, through the patience, through the, you can say, gentle gracefulness, yeah, gentleness, and also through the, you can say, consistency that you build within yourself, and how you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and also physically show up for yourself. Physically showing up, I mean through exercise. Mentally, do some brain work, puzzles, quizzes, chess, I don't know, whatever mind stuffs you love to do, games, okay? Play that. That sharpens your mind and intelligence, I mean. Spiritually, meditate, exercise just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, enough, okay? Um, yeah, what else was there? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Yeah, that's all. Three things that you need to be consistent with every day to feel more confident, more grounded in your own energy, and more loved by yourself and healed within you, no matter what, every day. Are these three of the essence that I talked to you about. So do small tasks that connect you. Another way of grounding your energy can be done through small tasks that connect you with the physical world. For example, yeah, I do this too. Cleaning, I just did it yesterday. I was cleaning my cupboard. This is not random. I feel like my intuition literally has been guiding me. I literally felt like I need to make space for new things to come into my life, like you can say my manifestations, or like literally I felt like some kind of new energy wants to enter into my life, and for that I need to clear up space. How can you invite anything, you can say new, better things, or you can say, yeah, good things, new things that are good for you and healthy for you. If you don't clear up the old stuffs that are still holding you back, that are still, sitting in that gunky energy inside you and inside the space that you're living in, your environment affects the way you think, you see things around you, what you believe in, how you sleep, how much you sleep, it affects everything. Your environment is a massive reflection of how your brain works. So if your brain feels very stuck, stagnant, foggy, zoning out, might need to check up with your environment. Okay, check up what kind of environment you're surrounding yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with toxic people, dealing with toxic energies, and you can say you are keeping toxic stuffs at your home that holds kind of old memories that no longer resonates with you, but you have leveled up, but you're still keeping it in anyways inside your room, you cannot do that. You cannot put one foot in your new life and one foot out in your old life and then expect you to quantum leap or completely manifest a new reality. Doesn't just doesn't happen like that, right? As I told you, you need to make space. That's the message also I'm getting from the spirit. Start making space, start clearing up in your environment, because you're gonna have to hold the vision, the dream that God has given to you in your heart. For you to be able to fully hold space for that, you need to let go of the old stuffs that whether it be people, food habits, drinking habits, environment, whatever gunky energies, old photo memories, I don't know, whatever you have kept in your room, both inside you and in the space that you live in your house, right? Get rid of that, clear that, cleanse that, do some sage cleansing, or you can say incense stick. If you have an everyone has, I believe, incense stick at their home. Literally just burn an incense stick. Okay, set the intention. Your intention is what matters more than the tools you use in spirituality for you to cleanse your energy field, because your energy field needs to be cleared, like signal needs to be all cleared for another train to come in, right? Your signal can't be like in a traffic jam stuck, and then you're expecting a bus or new train or a new car to come in. Just I'm connecting that road signal traffic example with your the spiritual stuff. That is what happens in the spiritual world as well. In your you know both your physical world is directly connected to your spiritual world, because what you are feeling from inside your internal world, right? That is your internal, you can say, if you're connected to your spirituality, your internal world is your spirituality. Just consider that. So unless and until you change your internal world, that wouldn't be reflected back in your physical reality. Your internal world is a space where you work on yourself, okay? And your physical reality, consider that as a mirror. It is a mirror, okay? Space outside of us, it's a mirror. Everything in the universe outside of us, it is all a mirror. So whatever you are holding inside, that is what you will be reflected back with. Whether you are holding past traumas, toxic karmic energies in your life still, or the memories you have shared with that person, whoever those people, places, and person and situation you have been dealing with, right? That is what you will keep attracting more, because you haven't embodied the lesson, you haven't cleared your space, you haven't let go of the old stuffs yet. and that's why it holds you back, and that's why it's important to cleanse your environment and your energy field every day. Take salt water baths, another way to cleanse your energy. Make sure your spiritual hygiene is up. Okay, make sure that you're not allowing access to draining people who suck and you can say feed on your energy, who are giving nothing to you, but you just give everything to them. Okay, those kind are energy vampires. They just take from you, they don't know how to give you, they don't know how to they're empty. Basically these people are empty vessels, and you don't want to give or waste your energy on empty vessels. That's spiritually very unhealthy as well, very unhygienic, and also you don't know where your energy is going. It's like a black hole. These energy vampires are like a black hole. So every energy that you're wasting on them to heal them or save them, because you see the best, the potential in them, what's happening, it's going nowhere. Literally not going nowhere. You are going to, you can say, fall down even more, fall apart even more in your life. What happens is these people are, you can say, feeding on your energy. They are not going to change. Okay, if you think that they are going to change, you can go ahead and do that. They are not going to change. You soon enough realize, learn the fucking lesson, because there's no other way other than you for learning the lesson, coming back home to yourself. Okay, so anyways, um another ways to ground your energy is also by cooking. Cooking is also a form of, you can say, meditation for me, because when you're cooking, you're not talking to anyone, you're just silent and you're focused. And when you're focused on doing something that you really like, you really love to do it, that's when your brain is kind of in this energy state of flowing. So you're not distracted, you are present. That's where your energy, whatever you have inside your brain, that can come out and you can witness that. You can feel all of the emotions and face all of the thoughts, fears, and feelings that you have been avoiding, right? Because you are present finally within yourself. You're not distracted from anything or anyone from outside. You're just present with yourself, and that's when you face it. Face your emotions, face your feelings, see where they are coming from. What's the root cause? Where is the issue? Ask yourself, what is the root cause? From where is it coming? Is this thought really mine, or is this coming from anywhere I have heard from my childhood? Anyone from outside opinion? Is this energy that I'm feeling right now really belongs to me, or it belongs to someone else? If it belongs to someone else, now what I do is, I just used to, if I find myself thinking thoughts that are not really mine, and maybe it's something like my mom has told me 10 years ago or 11 years ago, I don't know. Okay, maybe as I grew up, as a, you know from being a kid to an adult, like, you're not good enough. This feeling of, no matter how much you perform, and no much how much you give to them, you're never enough, you're never good enough. So this feeling of never being, good enough. So that this is something that is really connected to your, you can say, your solar plexus chakra. That is the chakra just below your heart. Your heart chakra is green color, and just below that is your solar plexus. And your solar plexus is responsible for self-worth, confidence, and self-esteem. So that massively impacted my, you can say, self-worth and confidence, and my self-image. My whole self-concept was back then fucked up 10 years ago from now, but now it's on the game, it's on the show, it's running, not just running by any chaos, or you can say It's not run by that thought of I'm not good enough anymore. It's no longer that thought is what I'm not entertaining anymore. You gotta do the healing. You just don't, release it like that, just like that. Takes time, right? Takes consistency. Every time, every situation and experience, you will be tested in a lot of ways. Universe will see how much you have learned through putting you through various relationships especially are a direct reflection of your own mom, dad's family dynamics, childhood, from the childhood that you, the kind of relationship you had with your mom, dad. I mean to say that will be the reflection of the kind of romantic partners and dating experiences, relationships that you will attract on the external world, right? So that's what I mean. So basically, if you want to know and learn what is the lesson and stop repeating the same mistake, right? And stop repeating the feelings and thoughts of, oh my god, this person makes me feel like, am I not good enough? Why are they giving me mixed signals? Why are they acting like one day I'm very much important, the next day I'm like dropping me on the hill, like I don't even exist, right? So, if you want to cure all of those, heal yourself, really work on your solar plexus chakra because clearly your self worth, your self esteem, and self confidence is very much affected negatively right now. And how to get that shit outside your body, outside your head, is by you grounding your energy, meditating, right? Writing down, journaling exactly when the thoughts come up. Not just writing down any, you can say, when you're not feeling anything, no. But when certain situations, experiences triggers you, right? Triggers a feeling that feels similar to what you have experienced in your childhood. Maybe you get into a relationship that is toxic and it invokes that same feeling of, am I not good enough? Where do I even stand in this person's life? Do they not see me at all? Why am I so invisible? Right? So, where are all these thoughts coming from? Is it really yours? Or was it passed down to you that you haven't realized? See, deep questions, right? Deep thoughts. That's how you unravel the overloaded shit that you have suppressed in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, the very much powerful way and easy way to easily creep into that, crawl into your subconscious mind, and how it's working and at what stage of healing you are at. If you want to check up on yourself, check with yourself, what kind of evolution stage are you going through? Best way to do that, I would say, dream. Dream, because dreams are very vivid, and vivid dreams often means something. It has a very deep meaning. We often think like, why are our dreams so peculiar, right? Sometimes it just doesn't even make sense. Like, it can be like, how can I give you an example? Like, wait. For me, what happened is, so I will just share my own example because this might sound very weird and you can say out of this world kind of concept, but bear with me, okay? I'm not going to explain or entertain any kind of external opinion that is negative. Okay, so yeah, my energy field or space is no longer holding any space for that shit. So yeah, not invited for that. Anyways, what was I going to say, by the way? One more thing you can do is alchemize. If Because see, first of all, sometimes some situation and experiences you just can't be like, no, I can't let that shit doesn't bother me, or that negative stuff doesn't bother me. No, sometimes you will get triggered, right? What happens when you have no other or choice left, but you get triggered, best way to move through that energy is learn energy work, okay? If you want to learn energy work, I have different videos. Okay, I will make more videos about energy work and stuffs and how to, ground your energy and do alchemize that shit. So you can manifest a brand new reality that is of your desires and not something you do not desire for yourself, right? So yeah, coming back into that, you get triggered because usually our triggers come from we repeating something. Either it's a pattern, either it's representing a pattern from our past, especially from our childhood. Okay, so you need to look here, where is the pattern coming from who exactly has said that to you? What is the energy that this person is representing in your life? Now ask yourself this question after recognizing who this energy is coming from. Okay, you realize person A. Let's just take for example person A. So person A have said this to you when you were a kid back then. This and this hurt you. Since then you are triggered, and now whenever you meet someone that says the same shit or whatever, reminds you of that same shit, so you are again triggered, right? So what is the energy that this person A was embodying? Try to ask yourself that question and see what you get as the answer. What is the clarity? When you ground your energy, ask yourself all of these deep questions. Put your hands on your heart, rub your heart, okay? Gently. Not this, not like this, okay? Pressing hardly on your heart. No. Be gentle. Put your hands on your heart and ask yourself, rub gently and ask yourself, what is the pain here trying to teach me? What is the lesson here? And what is this person that has hurt me? What is the energy they are embodying? Because that is where the truth lies. That is where the, you can say, enlightenment comes from this experience that you have been repeating, or this lesson you have been repeating as a pattern now. The only times we get triggered is either when it's a pattern repeating itself, or it's something you have been avoiding, some feeling, some emotion, I don't know what, some issues, some trauma, okay, that you haven't dealt with. Basically you have been avoiding that, and you have been developing all those, you can say, coping skills. Then what else was there? Survival mechanisms, defense mechanisms. Ask yourself, why am I feeling like I need to prove or I need to explain myself? Am I not enough? Is the energy and the things, you can say, the things that I give? No. Like, why am I feeling like, am I not enough? You see, that's where the truth lies. That is what the lesson about. And usually the pain lives when you have already learned the lesson, when it's done teaching you what it was here to teach you. That's the point of pain and suffering, by the way. And how you end the suffering is by asking yourself, when you meditate, when you ground your energy, by putting your hands on your heart and rubbing it gently. That's when you get to the root cause and deep into it. That's the healing internal work and shit that you do. Okay? For me, the answer to this question was, am I not enough? Where is this? First of all, the first question that I said to you guys was, where is this, you can say, energy, these thoughts coming from, right? So these thoughts are coming from my childhood, from my parents, from the environment I have grew up in. So, is it really mine then? The answer is no. But why am I feeling the pain then? Because there is a lesson, right? Because there is a lesson. Now, ask yourself, ask your heart, what is the lesson? What are you trying to teach me here? Right? So, the answer to that will be you finally recognizing that you are enough. I don't want you to feel like you are worthy and you are enough only when you go outside and ask it from someone else, or someone else says that to you, that you are enough. No, that's not how you feel worthy. I want you to sit with yourself. Really. Okay, this is very interesting for me. Okay, this energy work and shit is very much interesting for me. And I want you to feel that. Feel that you're worthy. Make yourself feel that. This is going to shed you some massive tears, okay? Because if it's the first time that you're doing it, the first situation or experience that has given you the opportunity to, heal yourself and through this experience, right? And heal that core wound. The core wound here was you not feeling enough. When you finally acknowledge that wound, that anger resolves. It naturally dissolves now. It goes away. How? Because you're making it, instead of hating it, instead of avoiding it, instead of, postponing it, instead of saying that, no, I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to acknowledge that. Because you have to understand that all of these low vibration emotions like anger, pain, sadness, these are all just here for it to recognize, for it to be recognized, to be acknowledged. Your feelings are here not to be fixed. You don't need to fix them as if they are broken. That's not how you heal yourself. Sometimes you heal yourself just by acknowledging that fully, giving yourself the love that you didn't get from your childhood, right? So, really sit with that and ask yourself one more deep question, that how can I be more, present to myself? How can I love myself in a way that I no longer feel like I'm unworthy or like I'm not good enough? How can I do that? So that I no longer feel anyone from outside need to validate me that I'm worthy. But I already know that I am worthy without or with anyone saying that to me. How can I not attach my worth to anything from outside? Because my worth does not come from anything that I gain, achieve, or receive on outside. What I receive on outside is just an addition, a bonus to what I already am, to what I already hold within me. And that is my worth. And that is my power. And that is my truth. So I've really shown you how to, whenever you get triggered, how to deal with that energy. Said that this is called alchemy. This is what I mean by alchemy. All of the negativities you are feeling, now you have successfully converted that into your biggest, highest strength, truth, clarity, purpose, power, and love and light. This is what I mean by alchemization. This is how you stay focused and present with yourself and within yourself. And that is how you impact, you awaken others. How? By healing yourself first. And you don't need to, do extra, you can say, push yourself over the edge, or you can say over the, where you feel burned out, I mean. Not like anyone from outside is making you feel like you're doing too much, or saying that you're doing too much or you work too hard. That's not what I mean, okay? That you need to listen to all those kind of shits and noises, because again, people, if they are getting triggered because they feel like you are doing too much, when in reality it's completely the opposite. They feel like they're actually doing less. They need to do more, and they need to do better than you, usually because they are feeling less, okay? That's why they kind of project it onto you, like you are doing too much. Because what do you mean by that? Do you feel like you're doing less? Otherwise, why are you saying that to me? Be honest, you know. Anyways, why don't do it because someone from outside is like, they said something to you, and you feel like that matters. At this point in our life, we can't afford external, you can say, validation or opinions that are not from people that are very much, you can say, valuable, or have contributed majorly or massively into your life in some of the ways. You're not listening. You're not listening then. Because people from outside, I mostly feel like they don't have the map to your soul, to your path, to your divine highest path, right? They can only tell you, teach you what you need to learn about yourself through some situations and experiences that triggers you. When you are with these kind of people that, gets on your nerves, or says stuffs and things like you are doing too much and all that. Otherwise, like, what's the point? You just don't find people without any reason, right? Every person that you meet is a direct reflection of what you need to work on within yourself next, or what you already are holding within yourself, or embodying within yourself. That energy, your energy, will be a different direct reflection of that person's energy. And you will soon enough start realizing when you're actually doing the internal, you can say, energy work, healing work, actively onto yourself every day. Because only then you can clock in with other people's energies, and why you have attracted or met that person. And what is the lesson? People are either here to awaken us, to awaken some deeper truths in us, that is in turn by teaching us something. So either they are here to teach you something, or to love you, or to heal you, or to be a blessing. Simply be a blessing. That is it. Or it can be a mix of all this above things that I said just now. That's the reason in itself you meet and attract various people in your life, and as to why you meet them. Everyone you meet, you have to see them as an energy. Don't see them just as people. I do this, I see them as an energy. I don't see people as people, I see them as energy. And what are they here to, awaken within me? Are they here to teach me something? Are they here to love me? Or are they here to, bless me? Or why are they here? I am a very, you can say, I always want to know. I'm very curious. I love learning about people. I love learning about myself through people, through meeting new people, because they serve as a direct reflection of whatever I haven't worked on or have already worked on, both at the same time, simultaneously. It's a contrast. Because, see, the energy, you just don't meet people that are not at the same frequency and vibration you are vibrating at, right? So when you meet someone, it means they are vibrating and at the same frequency and energy you are vibrating at. That's why you meet them. So, yeah, so when you meet them, you slowly start, uncovering all of the deep truths, not just about that person, but also about you. I love analyzing people, everyone, okay? Not just one person, everyone I meet. I love to analyze. My brain is always searching for this kind of, not just for, you can say, for dopamine hit, no. It's like, as I told you, I love meeting the reflections of mine through other people. Unless this reflection starts becoming a little bit, you can say, triggering and dirty, that's when I fall in love even more. I start loving that opposing kind of contrast, because it's like, okay, I thought I have already healed and like worked through on this, but why is it still, because you cannot get triggered unless still there is some issue thing within you that's making you bothered, because otherwise you would be unbothered. Okay, it wouldn't really get through to you. And I am a person who feels very deeply everything around me and within me. So obviously it's very much, affects me if something isn't right. Or maybe I feel like sometimes maybe I'm not doing the right thing or saying the right thing, then I always check in with myself first before I, you can say, take in any major action. But now I'm moving in more through a phase where like I'm allowing myself to, make some mistakes, and you can say not really think so much before taking an action or making a decision, you know moving into that space more, because I don't like the idea of my thoughts, unwanted thoughts, especially in the voices in your mind, to interrupt and, you know disrupt the flow of what I was actually meant to do. Because when my intuition tells me that I need to do this, and it's very clear, just go out in nature or talk to this person, check on them or whatever. Your nudges, your intuition is always right. It never lies to you since the beginning. Since the beginning, okay? So always learn how to listen to it and trust it at the first signs, because later on you're going to realize otherwise that you should have listened to yourself at first. Really. when you were called to do something, you felt like you're called to go to this place or meet this person, or do this thing, whatever that is, that maybe lights you up, really makes you happy and joyful, or whatever really interests you, makes you feel passionate about, or anything that your intuition is telling you, do it. Just do it. Whether it may be leave a person, exit, something is off, weird, slash follow that. Okay? Follow that. Your body just doesn't react to something unless it's actually something, shit is wrong there. And even before your mind can comprehend what's wrong or what's actually the cue, that cues, you can say social cues or whatever cues you left out, you missed out, your body reads, catches up on those energies from outside. That's why it reacts. And your body is directly connected to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is where your intuition is working as well. So it's all connected. So when you feel something in your body, in your chest, oh my god, you're getting goosebumps, need to do this, do that, exercise, maybe it can be as simple as dancing or exercise, whatever that is, follow it, do it immediately. Okay, just don't sit there and be like, okay, I will do it tomorrow. No, that's not how you listen to your intuition. That's you betraying your intuition. Don't do that. Listen to it. Learn to differentiate between what is actually your intuition and what is actually your anxiety. Your anxiety is your thoughts coming up like, oh my god, if I do this or I say that, what happens next? That is you feeling anxiety. That is you overthinking even before something happens or goes. You thinking the negative scenario instead of just taking the action even before something happens. So that is not your intuition. That is called overthinking and sabotaging, self-sabotaging your own, you can say, your own intuition, or self-sabotaging behaviors. Simple as that. Don't self-sabotage your intuition. Your intuition will be very silent whispers. It won't, be loud at first. It won't be loud at first. In the beginning, it will be just a quiet voice that you feel in your chest every night. Especially your intuition heightens when you are in, you can say, sleep state, dream-like state, and I'm feeling this throat chakra immediately blockage. So that is again a confirmation. We will get through this message no matter how long it takes, okay? So bear with me, guys. I know I've been going in so many major topics, and it's been a lot that I have covered as well. So yeah, so we are just rocking with each other on the same boat. Consider that, because I as much resonate deeply with this message as much as you do. So, and we have been together in this healing journey. So yeah, that is what it is. So your intuition is very obnoxious, and it's high at night, and it's usually very quiet, calm whispers like inside your heart that you feel every day. It's like a voice inside your mind that doesn't really stresses you out. It won't stress you out as much. It will be just like a, do this, say this, or quietly exit from this place. Don't say anything, or leave, or go follow this. This is your dream. This is what you want to do. Go after this. So it will be like that, little nudges that you say from the divine, from God. This is not just coming from your mind. This is not that anxiety coming from your mind. This is something that is connected from something more higher power than you are. It is coming from God. It is coming from the divine source. So always trust that. It's not just connected to you, it is connected to something more higher power that is vast and beyond logic, beyond something that logic can explain. Sometimes it won't even make sense ki why, as to why you're feeling like you need to do this or say that or leave that. But when you're feeling it at first, learn how to listen to that. Just listen. You don't have to do anything immediately. I'm not telling you to immediately, abruptly take any major decision or bold action unless you feel like you're ready. Okay. If you do not feel ready, it's fine. But don't judge, just listen. Just listen to what it's saying to you. Whatever it's saying, just listen to that clearly. Learn how to listen. Actively listen to that. What is it telling you to do? And ask why. And maybe you might not get the answer as to why. Or maybe your mind might try to, put in some kind of other kind of logic like that doesn't really explain as to why you are feeling this way. But exactly when your mind tries to interfere with that question, why, and interrupt you from taking the action or listening to the intuition, stop. Stop immediately. Don't listen to the question why. Don't ask question. No, don't entertain that question. Just do it. Do whatever it can feel very risky, very come across as impulsive. I don't care. I want you to listen to whatever your internal voice, that is your own divine guidance, your own heart, your own intuition from your own heart is coming from. Listen to that. Because most often than not, that is right. 99% of the times, your intuition is right. And it will be proved to you until the end. How? Because at the end, the intuition usually becomes louder. At first, when you choose to ignore it, when you do not listen to it, it will gradually, the universe will gradually now increase the volume. And it will become so painfully intense that if you do not listen to it, you are going to be the one who regrets and suffers at the end. So if you do not want to go through that entire suffering stage or whatever, learn how to listen to your intuition and take bold actions, even if it comes across as impulsive or not very, you can say, in the place, or you can say grounded. Doesn't matter. Because you listening to that intuition and taking that bold action and step that you need to do in itself is going to level you up to next time automatically show up in a space that feels more grounded than it was before. And this second time, when you listen to more intuition and nudges like this inside your heart that you feel at night, like a quiet whisper inside your ears, what happens is, this time you will present yourself that is different and that is more grounded than it was before. How? It's not magic. The thing is, when you do something once more than enough, Doing it once already gives you the confidence that you can do it again, you can listen to that again. And one thing our subconscious mind likes is, our brain likes the most is pattern. Any kind of pattern that you create, whether it's a new pattern or it's an old pattern, whenever you give your brain something to repeat over time, to put yourself in a routine. Now, either this routine can be a good one for you, it can be healthy for you, it can work for you when you're practicing your intuition. In this case, it will work for you, okay, of course. And that's what gives you the confidence to take another bold action, another bold step next time. So that is how it happens. It makes you more confident and powerful now. And that's why you come across as more grounded when you follow that intuition the second time. And another way your brain loves, as I said, either new patterns or old patterns, right? So these patterns that you're feeding to your brain every day, if it's a pattern that is harming you, that is sabotaging you, that is kind of causing you to feel stuck, or you can say all over the place, or that's basically keeping you comfortable but it's not making you, shift, change, evolve, or really happy. Because happiness can come in the comfort zone as well, but it won't be as much happy when you jump in the discomfort zone, level up, because that happiness is the real happiness. And that happiness does not compare to the one you experience when you are in your comfort zone. By repeating an old pattern that is self sabotaging and that is not self developing or improving. You get it what I'm trying to say now? Your brain loves patterns, so make sure you're feeding the good patterns. You're feeding the patterns that actually puts you in your discomfort zone, most shaking things up, not just outside you shaking things up, but inside you mostly shaking things up, doing things that feel scary but it feels right for you to do. Then do it. If it feels right, then do it, say it. Even if you feel like nervous, your hands, your heart, your chest is dropping, you're going to faint, I don't care. I don't care. Do it. You're not going to die if you listen to your intuition and if you do what you feel called and right and need to do, because that is your intuition. And usually it is not going to, what can I say, be logical. It won't give you immediately an answer or explanation even before you take the action as to why I need to do this. So there's no point asking yourself more questions again and again. Ki, should I do this or should I not? If you feel like should I do this or should I not, that's exactly when you jump. That is exactly when you do it. Fucking do it scared. Do it alone, do it scared, do it crying. I don't care. Do it because you deserve. Remember what you deserve. And you deserve to know the truth. And if you want to know the truth, that's why you need to do it. Because unless you do it, you will never know. You never know the choices in your life that you make are right or wrong unless you make it. Even if it feels very out of your comfort zone, out of the, you can say, whole box or something that your entire bloodline has never done, something like very otherworldly type of outerworldly kind of shit. I don't know what is that for you. Everyone has some kind of very powerful stuff and shit to do, I believe, in life, which they basically are scared if they do it. Maybe not a lot of people will like them, or maybe not a lot of, you can say, the amount of hatred will increase, which is good, by the way, because you can again alchemize that shit if it triggers you, right? As I said earlier in this video, how to do it, I have taught you. And yeah, and it will also make you so freaking confident, more your self-worth, the healing you have been doing on your, you can say, solar plexus chakra. See the way it takes you into a more higher stage. See the way it rises you up. And many people say, like, the quote that goes like, there is no limits to what you can create and what you can do on this earth. Nothing in your life is impossible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. And the sky is the limit. I would say cross the sky. Go beyond that. Go beyond that. See what happens. See what happens. See what unfolds. You deserve to know what happens beyond that. Do it for that. Do it to, rediscover yourself. Redefine yourself of what you can, what you are capable of. Rediscover of, rediscover your, you can say, worth, because your worth will be on another next level after you do the scary shit that feels right for you to do, and called, very much called for you to do. And one more thing that is going to happen is you will be redefining your limits, because you will be crossing every limit, and you will be going beyond that, and you are going to become an unlimited edition. And in order to become an unlimited edition, you need to do stuffs that are really, really going to upgrade you into some, I don't know, very powerful and, you can say, massive, massively huge and abundant way. It's going to change your entire life in a good way, positive way. And if you know it's going to change your entire life in a positive, in a way that's something you really want, like you don't know really why you want this, but something, it's, you really want this and it feels very positive, just do it. Do it. And even if it doesn't feel positive, okay, what are the odds? What are the odds? Tell me, what are the odds? I'm giving you the faith and courage, okay, to take the bold step. The odds are, if you don't do it, you might never change, you might never get anything you want and you actually wanted to, have in your life, and discover, like rediscover something about, either about yourself or something outside in your life as well. Or you do this thing where you feel called to do, and what happens is you end up somewhere that is an unfamiliar heaven, safe heaven for you on this earth. So which one do you want? Somewhere that is a familiar hell, or somewhere that is an unfamiliar heaven, but it heals you, it cures you, even, and it loves you even without you having to ask for it. when you take that action. You imagine you're just one decision away from your entire freaking life changing. One experience can change the entire trajectory of your entire I can say reality, and how it's going to play out for you when you make this one decision today, and keep doing it every day, every day, every day. Do something that makes you, it really shakes you up from inside out, from top to bottom, inside your body, and really it feels when you do this. Internally you're like but externally you're like, I'm going to do this. I don't care how I feel. I remember what I deserve, and that is the best. And everything is working out for me, best case scenario. So hence I'm going to do it, no matter what. Say this one affirmation: everything is working out for me in my highest favor. Best case scenario, no questions asked. Bye. Do it. Then do it. Okay? That's all. That's how you learn how to listen to your intuition beyond your logical mind. Even if it's a negative experience after you doing it, I kid you not, trust me, it's still going to change your life, because it is going to teach you something that's again going to upgrade you, up level you, that's either going to make you learn how to love yourself more, how to recognize yourself fully in your power and presence, how to be more present to yourself. If you meet someone who is unavailable emotionally to you, that experience, after staying with them, by listening to your intuition or whatever, and maybe this is the first time you're doing something like this, it feels scary, but you do it, it's still going to be worth it. Still going to be worth it. I'm telling you, because you're going to learn so many things. But always remember this: if you're repeating something like a pattern, and you're asking yourself, is it my intuition that is telling me to repeat this pattern, or is it something new? First of all, your intuition won't tell you to repeat a pattern. That is not what intuition works on. Your intuition works on new things, on things that either saves you energy, your time, or it can also heal your heart at the same time, by you not wasting your time on energy on something or some person or someone, by holding on to a mere potential and thought inside them of that person that they will change someday. So you save a lot of time by not entertaining that anymore, and by doing that you also heal your own heart by being more present and refocusing that energy of that you have spent on this person back into yourself. That's how you learn how to be more present to yourself, and that is how you also heal your heart. So you see, either ways, if it's going to be a negative or positive experience, I don't know, but your intuition is never going to, I promise you, intuition is never going to tell you to do something that's not good for you, that is not right for you, and that is not, you know, healthy for you, and that is something old. Your intuition will always tell you to do something new that is completely unfamiliar, that is outside your, as I said, comfort zone, but it's going to heal you, it's going to upgrade you, it's going to up level you in a way and change your entire freaking life that you never could have even imagined in such a good, positive, and better way. That is what it's going to do. Either ways, you listening to your intuition always pays off. So worth it. That's what I'm gonna end the intuition topic. Now, moving on to the dream that I had as I was explaining in the middle of this video, okay? So, this is going to shake. I am really, wait, I'm really tripping over my words, so I don't know how it's going to come across this message. It is going to sound very crazy, I know that, but we never do anything that's not crazy here. So, and we have done so many things that does not really make sense, but it's ultimately it's the truth. So it needs to be, I need to share it because if it helps someone out there, and someone out there may need to hear this as well, then I will do it, regardless of whatever it is going to do a cause in people that is not aligned with this message right now. Okay, I don't care about that. This position can feel very odd, I know that, of this headphone, but trust me, I can't hold it like this and sit forever in the whole video, okay? Just bear with me. I'm so sorry, anyways. So I had this dream exactly after the Halloween night, okay? On 1st November, okay? I remember the date because I was having a sleep problem. Like, it's not exactly a sleep paralysis that I had, but it's going to be a very, you can say, this dream was very powerful, okay? This dream was very powerful, and it's connected to very much deep parts, you can say, major turning points in my life that has completely then changed the trajectory of my life, and how I show up has completely evolved in a positive way. So anyways, I'm just going to start with this now. Sorry, not on 1st November, but 2nd November, to be honest, when I saw this dream, actually moving from 1st to 2nd November, because this dream, I had it between 3 to, you can say, 4 a.m. at night, which is the witching hour, by the way. Witch, if you know the spirit concept of witches, which I will get into this topic in the next part of this video. Not getting into that topic right now. What are witches representing in the spiritual world? That has a different purpose and meaning. Getting onto that later on, but right now I'm just going to talk about the dream and that I had on 2nd November during this Halloween period, okay? And yeah, so in this dream, I only remember the ending part, okay? So I'm just going to say that because it was very vivid, very real, and freaking shake the fuck out of me. The whole entire time I was going through that experience, it's not something I have ever experienced so far in my life. Okay, very crazy kind of shit. Anyways, but whatever. I just can't I just can't comprehend how crazy it was, because people might start thinking that I'm on drugs or something. Trust me, I'm not on drugs. I'm very sober and I don't do drugs. Not that kind of person. Anyways, so in this dream, what happened is I was basically reading a letter, okay, a big full page of there were documents or something written, okay, and as I was reading the words, it was in a dark room, and there was only one candle light that was being shown, and some creature was there in the dark. I couldn't see this what this creature is. It was invisible to me in the dream. But as I was reading the letter, it light up the whole, you can say, paper with this candle. This candle was wherever I was reading the words. This candle light kind of started shining and stood out as I was reading the message. It was very powerful. And what happened is, at first I was just reading the letters, like the words, sentences. Soon after that, the letter A, that is the initial of my name, A, started highlighting. Now, every sentence that I go back and forth, like from the bottom to top, even if I read, everywhere I would only see the letter A. Letter A being small a being highlighted everywhere I go. And what happened is, at first at the top, when I started reading the initial lines of the whole document, the A was clear. Only the A letter I could see, it was very clear. As I went a bit down, the A kind of looked very distorted. Like it's kind of messy, ink just got, messed up. But it's still the letter A, I can make that out, can understand that. And it came down, and it was a big A. Suddenly it was a big A, and I just opened my eyes. I was like, immediately I was awakened. And I see everywhere. And everything is so dark because it's at night and it's 4 a.m. And 42:12 on this time as I'm recording the message, okay? Shit. Anyways, everything was very dark. And I was like, how freaking powerful and strong am I? Just that time, the power goes off, the light goes off, the fan stops, you can say, what is that? The fan stops circling, okay? The fans were off because the power goes off. The light was already, I have turned off the lights. It was night. Basically, I was dreaming, sleeping, so obviously the lights were not on, but the power goes off, and I freaking checked the timing on my phone, and it's like 4 a.m. The witch hour. Now, if you guys do not know, Halloween period is the period where our spirit guides can easily pass through from the spiritual world to the human world very easily. Very easily, because the veil that connects the human world with the spiritual world is very thin during the Halloween period, especially. So, what happens is, any spirits, as I said, it can either be positive spirits or negative spirits. Any kind of spirits can easily come across this veil. This veil serves kind of as a portal, you can say. The whole world, around the world, the veil becomes very thin, and this serves as a gateway, as a portal for any spirits to come and interact with the human world.